One of the things we always hear, or I haven't heard in a while, but what I used to always hear with a Corvette is, oh, my car's never seen the rain. Why is that important? I don't really know. So I'm gonna do some research and try to find out. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick Google search to see what it says if we type in Corvette never seen rain. All right, first thing, for the Corvette forum, please explain this never seen rain thing for a Corvette. We have 3 Vettes in the family, a C7, a C6, a C3. The only one I try to keep out of the rain is a 1969 to keep the rust down. Makes sense. I constantly see Vette owners on the forum boasting about their cars having never seen rain. I don't get it. Is there some sort of material I don't know in the Corvette that melts? Why is this a bragging point or a selling point? All right, so that's what started this forum thread. Next guy says, just obsessed with keeping their cars clean and beautiful is my take. Vette owners are keeping their cars pristine for the next owner. This guy says he's driving his. He's not worried about the next owner. That makes sense for resale, to think that maybe somebody wants to keep it real nice. Next guy, lazy people don't want to wash their cars again, I guess, or they think that the rain is gonna hurt it. Garage Queens, mine is a daily driver. They are meant to be driven. This guy picked his up. He drove it home in a thunderstorm. All right, so this guy says there's really no logical or sensible explanation other than those mentioned. Too lazy to clean it after driving it in the rain or keeping it perfect for the next owner. I don't know I necessarily agree with that. Apparently they've never been to the factory. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I went to the Corvette factory with a buddy of mine down in Bowling Green, Kentucky back in 2010. We did a whole tour. It was about an hour and a half to 2 hours, complete guided tour of the factory, which was great. One of the things they do in the very end is a water test on the car. So the car goes into like a bay. It gets hit with what was probably 500-600 different jets of water. It was pretty funny. The guy pulls one in, and there's a factory employee in the car with a flashlight, and he's kind of looking at certain spots for leaks and things like that, maybe areas that are prone to leaking. I always thought a clean car will be cleaner than a dirty car after driving it in the rain. There's one exception. If you're heading into downpours or heavy wind, a dirty car will pretty much be as clean as your car was. You drive yours in the rain, I don't. Who really cares? I wrote a check for the car. I get to decide when and where I drive it. These threads never make sense to me, so here's someone. This is how it happens in the Corvette forum a lot. People get into battles back and forth over just, really trivial stuff. Why reply then? Okay. Some probably don't want their composite bodies and aluminum frames to rust, so that's complete sarcasm. He's got a little emoji of a guy hiding under a chair.
Rob, sales office, Rob.
All right, so that's thread page 1. There's actually 11 pages of responses to this. So far, we haven't heard anything that's too much. This guy drove his home in the snow. All seasons are good for the winter. So that makes a valid point. If you don't want to drive it in the rain, or it's never seen the rain because of driving conditions. I happen to know the Corvette does drive very well in the rain. It's 400 horsepower plus, depending on what model you have. As long as you respect what you're driving, the car handles fine in the rain. I don't drive in the rain and never will. I don't feel compelled to explain this to the original poster or anyone else. A few years back, I attended a car care seminar at the Corvette Bash. The engineer putting on the seminar was quick to point out the fact that a bright sunny day was much harder on your finish than a cloudy one. Okay, so I'm scrolling down a little further here. I'm not getting much else as far as an answer. It kind of seems like the guys that don't drive their car in the rain just stand by their decision and don't really explain why. It's just their choice. And the guys that do drive in the rain just do drive in the rain and wonder what harm someone thinks the rain will do. Got a couple of guys battling back and forth about Garage Queens. Garage Queen, essentially a car that is just kept in a garage and treated like a queen. Here we go. When posters stop posting on this site that is for posting, this site will stop being a place posters like to post and will be posted as no longer being available to post on, and will post haste disappear. All right, so we're at the post number 53, and this guy said, to him it's a car. It's a very nice car, but it's still a car. It's not a Rembrandt painting. It's not a Michelangelo sculpture. It's not gonna melt or shrink. So he says to each their own. He recalled having someone had a 2-year-old car with 2,400 miles on it, and to him he can't understand why would you buy a car like this and only drive 2,400 miles. You should be out there enjoying it and using it for what it's meant for. I believe that. Your car came with wipers, so drive it. All right, have at it. The car sits in the elements after production until purchased in many cases. The factory does a thorough water test as well. Are you kidding? Aren't you? It's a car, drive it. I drove mine home in a torrential downpour. I drive it rain or shine. I drove home from the museum in the rain and it's all okay. This guy says that it's not the safest thing on a rainy day based on the drive. I don't know that I agree with that. It might wash the paint off. Sarcasm, clearly. All right, so there's nothing there either. All right, so, you know, I really didn't find anything online. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's up to you whether you want to drive your Corvette in the rain or not. In my opinion, it is a fantastic car. If you buy one of these, just drive it, because the sun will always shine again.